Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Of course, it's returning for the last hour, well, about an hour, of the Crystal at Lake Camp adventure. So, they've just defeated Scott, who was very murdery. Very murdery.
Only slightly. I mean, he could have been more murdery.
I mean, he did keep using, like, rechargeable feat of strength ability, which allowed him to, like, crush and mangle up people. Monster rechargeable ability.
I'm in a group.
Laura, I'm doing something right now. You go run away. Okay.
No.
Oh no, it's alive! Is that part of our spooktacular?
Sure.
It's time.
Aurora,
This doesn't
Aurora.
make the best stream, but I'm
Aurora,
still happy
come on.
about it happening.
We all take 10 cuteness damage.
Aurora.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Aurora, you gotta get going. Aurora, let go of my headphones and get going right now.
They're mine headphones. You stole them.
I did not. Aurora.
They're mine. You stole them.
Aurora.
I was
Do you want me to get your daddy?
I was gonna
Careful.
I was gonna sell them to someone different
Careful.
than you.
Careful that. There you go. In like a storm.
And out like a storm.
Oh my god, yes. Adorable but destructive.
So,
Anyway.
as soon as Karn shows up, I'm gonna start punching him again and not let Karn hit him, because I
Okay.
want to absorb the vitality really badly.
Okay. It feels like you're punching a brick wall, but you'll keep doing it.
I'll use claws
He's
then.
He's a monk. He can punch a brick wall.
Yeah, and I'll start ripping at the gem and the mask if I have to.
Mhm.
I think he's down.
He's not dead yet.
You will be able to rip the gem out eventually.
And
The
then the
mask-
mask.
Doesn't seem to work. It's as if it's like part of his skull.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start punching into his skull repeatedly.
Okay. You'll be at this for a while.
I'm going to try to stop you, because it's down.
I want the items.
You can't have his skull.
I can break his skull enough to where I can get the mask.
No! It's a horrifically cursed thing, most likely. No!
I already have this mask. I'm not going to wear it. But why would we leave him with the mask somewhere where something else can get it?
How about just destroy it?
Not what I do. And I go back to punching.
Mary will accompany WolfBurn upstairs to where the two of you are punching at him.
I'm not punching at him.
Oh, well, the one of you's punching at him.
I'll be like, Crop, what? That's actually
Oh, stop.
the person that was just done with us. That's Scott.
Not anymore. I can assume at this point I got to absorb the vitality.
Again, you don't feel like you're absorbing anything. He seems like he's dead, but there's just something like you're just not able to absorb the vitality.
I
You
have
feel-
to rip this mask off.
No, you almost feel like the vitality you've been seeking is now trapped inside this gem.
Son of a...
Someone got to it first.
Alright, then yeah, I'm just gonna keep continuing pounding away at the skull until I get the mask.
Okay. Alright, I don't think we have time for that.
Yes, we should.
Quickly, we must destroy that thing you have in your hand.
Destroy? I thought you said it was used to contain the.
I think it's still alive or cursed in there of some type. Whatever it is,
Okay.
I think it controlled Scott. I think I have a way of getting rid of it.
Good.
But I worry that if we wait too long, its influence might spread. It might get free. And I think it wants vengeance. Why else would it have done what it did?
I quickly just like toss a gem to WolfBurn.
I catch it. I will hold on to this then. I hope I can resist its influence.
I'm gonna start dragging what's left of the body outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a new mask.
Did he get the mask off?
Oh, God, no. You would have had
I
to
didn't
remove the
think
entire
so.
skull.
That's
Oh,
what he
okay,
said. He
then
said he was gonna break off.
I'm literally punching until
He's
There's
trying to
not
break
even
off the front of his skull.
there's not even skull left in the mask. We'll turn it to dust if I have to.
Okay. Alright, you'll punch for a while. Eventually you will be able to break it off. As you pull it off, the body changes. It seems to revert back to what appears to be Scott. And the mask in hand crumbles to dust.
Can I say something?
No.
How horrifically scarred are these people seeing him do this to the body?
I mean,
I would not. I would guide them away as quickly as possible once I realized he's not going to stop.
yeah.
Craw doesn't stop.
I was totally going to just take the body outside and decapitate it. And then get rid of it.
Yeah, that would have been a great idea.
You didn't seem on board.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted you to stop mutilating their dead friend.
He was only slightly murdery to them. Slight
Why am I in this group?
murder.
You
WolfBurn's
found
not
us.
so bad.
I'm not bad.
I'm actually good.
Unless you let him touch. I'm neutral.
I'm chaotic neutral.
I just
You are
lean a
not
little on the
neutral
evil
anymore.
side.
Me?
Well, no.
No, not WolfBurn.
Kra, yeah. No,
I
Kra.
lean-
No
Evil?
longer chaotic or neutral of any sort.
I lean towards evil, but I am still neutral because I don't go out of my way to just abstractly kill people.
I think just the fact of bashing something's skull to non-existence
I mean,
trying to get an item is pretty evil.
it's not really. I mean, he was technically just like he wasn't necessarily defiling the corpse per se. It was incidental defiling.
No.
Anyway,
no.
anyway.
It's more of defense. I don't want that thing still on him.
This is a debate for another day, though.
Anyway,
Yes.
so
I feel dirty witnessing this.
let's.
So, Mary.
As far as you can tell, there is only one of these stones, right?
Yes, we had a handful of the masks, but I didn't quite recognize it for the way it was being worn.
Okay, just making sure that as long as we have this in our possession, no one else can get possessed.
I don't know its exact nature and the exact nature of the beast trapped within. I can only assume.
I'm gonna touch it and cast Identify,
Okay.
which I have to do ritually, but anyway.
Alright.
I need... It, I'll just... Where's the spell? Just click it for you.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright. I want you to first give me a wisdom save followed by charisma save.
Oh.
Glad I don't have to do the charisma.
Alright.
Not bad.
No, not bad. So, first, as you kind of like cast your spell into it, you're pretty sure rather than identifying it as an actual magic item, you tapped into whatever was there. You saw horrific hellscapes far beyond anything you could imagine. Levels of torture, destruction, and death that would give anyone nightmares. But you managed to, like, sort of keep your eyes, like, you feel as though... And then you feel, like, this voice reaching out to you. And you kind of snap away quickly at the end. As if you just try to tap into something by doing that. As if it was also reaching out, waiting for an opportunity.
I stop and I go, definitely the gem. As I like step back, kind of clutching my head.
As you can see this kind of strange green pulse kind of like ripple across it.
Eventually, I assume Karn and I come back. Obviously, yeah. I've cleaned off my hands.
I'm taking the body out and like hiding it somewhere.
Alright, it's out in the woods. What's left of Steve? Poor Steve. Alright, what are you folks doing? Mary is insisting on heading to the island now, even in the dark. Under the moonlight.
I am okay with this.
I need to take at least a short rest.
Yeah.
You can take a short rest in the boat.
It is actually a decent walk, but...
I mean, it was like a 30-minute walk to where their campsite was.
But he also needs a rest. And will the boat be half an hour long trip?
Probably not.
Not to mention, I have no more anger left in me.
I have no more ki within me.
Okay, so do we want to take a long rest then?
Yes.
Okay. We shall hold up for the night. I'll make sure this thing keeps safe then.
Okay. What are you doing with it then?
I am going to...
I take off my mask and just kind of slowly move it towards the gym that WolfBurn is holding.
Yeah, it's like...
I'm curious.
Are you sure that's the best idea?
Old Death God mask.
I'm going and getting a bottle out of the wine room and downing it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just going to, basically, just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to, like, put it in a bag, wrap it up in, like, some parchment, and just kind of, like, keeping an eye on the bag.
Just having it kind of sit there, just, like, away from... Alright, you guys can have
Did
your...
anything happen?
Not really, no. Give me...
One of these days.
Give me...
And because I don't trust Craw, I'm going to stay up all night and take the point of exhaustion.
Okay. But, WolfBurn, give me 2 charisma saves.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. All right. Occasionally, like, you're like sitting there, and you almost snap back yourself all of a sudden, as if you were like listening to something, and then you're like, you can't quite remember what it was.
Yeah.
But there's like this strange almost echo in your head a little bit, like, the second time you kind of snap back from it, you almost recognize that, like, you for a second there, it looks as if, like, everyone is staring at the bag. And then you, like, blink your eyes, and everyone is resting again.
Okay. So 1 point of exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. I can deal with that.
So nothing happened when I touched the mask. Do it.
Not that you could see?
One of these days, man.
Again, the thing sort of, like, pulsed for a second once you touched it, too.
One of these days, it's going, like, whatever you touch it to is going to possess the mask, and then when you put it on again, it's going to possess you.
Or the mask will absorb its entire entity, and I'll be stronger. I'm taking the
Sure.
risk.
I let you know that that mask is also tied to me.
Look,
I like knowingly acknowledge it and put it back on my face.
yeah.
I'm passed out.
All right, you'll rest. In the morning, you will head for the island. You, of course, will successfully make it to the item across the water. Make it to the boat. It's going to be like you can see that like on the horizon, like the sun is close to getting come up. So you're like maybe a couple hours when you're crossing the, like an hour or so from actual sunrise. Once you're beginning to like row across the water. Reaching across there, you will find their dig site, where it appears that they had been working on something. Kind of moving down into it, Mary will lead you, kind of be like, head down into the dig site itself, and deep into a chamber, like the first chamber that they seem to have dug out. There, she will say, like, she'll quickly turn to you and go, like, I don't this thing will just let me do what I need to do. You will have to make sure it doesn't stop me.
Well, it does. I will do my best.
I turn to WolfBurn. The usual.
Yes. If it pops out, we punch it to death, or you punch it to death, and I cast spells at it.
Give me perception checks.
Ooh.
Hello.
Hi again. What's up?
Popping in.
I'm busy now. Okay, don't bother.
Wait a second. Let me.
If you're quiet and sit there, you can sit there. Okay, but you can't make any noise or cause any trouble.
Can I ask you one thing?
What?
Wait, who is that for?
That's for someone that's not here right now that can still show up randomly. Anyway. Okay, so, Karn and Crawl, you will hear splashing echoing from outside.
Oh, God. I look outside.
Okay, as you approach the top,
I hide.
Okay, you see this kind of hulking figure dragging an axe with this body that's torn apart, like barely standing together, like seemingly like something is carrying it together as it sort of is just kind of hulking out. And as you can see, like the red light in its eyes, you know.
Not again.
Its heart is still beating, and you can see points where it's like, you can see points where something has almost, it feels like magic has stitched it together.
Is it,
Perhaps,
Scott?
It's Scott.
Okay.
Without a head, basically.
His head seems like to be at this angle, and there's another slightly similar looking mask on there.
Interesting that he still has a head after how much I punched.
Oh, the head is in like really weird condition. It's got this like
It's probably
weird
like
angle to
powder
it.
stuck together.
Right?
Ow!
Sorry. Okay, get going.
No.
You need a lock.
I need a door. I need
just-
a door. The thing is,
Yeah,
there's
you
only...
need a door and a lock, and to make sure that she can't rage and have a crowbar.
No, the thing is... oh yeah.
Oh, she totally could rage.
The thing is, there was only so many doors in the house, and to give her room a separate door, we had to take mine. So I have no door.
That stinks.
I know. I can't stop her from invading. I have like, Aurora,
What?
go to your daddy now and hang out with him. I will. You want a timeout?
Stop it! Stop it!
I'm doing something right now. You can bother me when I'm done, okay?
Wait, I just want to be on your bed.
Then be quiet. Behave. All right. I guess you're rolling some initiative. Tiv's got some stealth. Let me roll some.
Not good stealth.
Let me roll some perception. Okay.
At
Not
least
good
I'm rolling
initiative.
well on the rolls that matter.
Accurate. Well, damn it. That was not.
Oh, yeah!
Man.
There we go. That's correct. Okay. It's
A mighty
it's
4.
actually the exact same order that it was before.
Can I hold my turn?
Yes, you can.
Okay, for this turn, I'm gonna wait till after Joe goes.
Okay. All right, Joe.
Thanks.
The being, I guess, because he goes before you, like he did before, will go after you in its like horrid glory.
Lovely.
It's gonna take a couple of swings at you. Aurora,
What?
leave now. You put stuff that does supposed to be over there. I told you just to sit there quietly if you're gonna be in here. I might have to pause just to dispose of a stream niece so we can keep going without interruption. So one will hit you. Around the end. Okay, you will take. You are not raging, so you'll take 11 damage.
Ouch.
When he should mute. Oh, okay.
Yes, the stream did not get to hear me doing that. All right, Karn, you're up.
I am raging,
Mm-hmm.
and I am recklessly attacking.
Uh-huh.
He should be weaker without the direct crystal in him.
Hopefully.
Yes, he is. The advantage you have is he totally can't use his his
The
rechargeable
advantage
ability.
I have is exactly the same of 23.
Yes, he can't use his
That's
rechargeable
the second
ability,
time
which
you've
does a
doubled
lot of
up on
damage.
the same roll.
Yes. But for 16 damage.
Ooh, 16
Nice.
damage.
Better.
Nice. As you kind of slash into his flesh, it kind of tears through it. As you can see, like, it sort of bleeds a little bit, but his body obviously does not have a lot of blood. It's like he's alive, but sort of like being kept alive by some kind of force. Looks like he's about to fall apart, but he keeps going. WolfBurn.
Me.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Crawl,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
he's holding
Yeah.
your turn, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go then.
Yeah. So,
Because he didn't want to be a punching bag.
exactly.
Mhm.
I'm gonna circle behind him again and punch a couple times.
I believe that is a hit. Let me just check to make sure his stats. That will hit.
His AC is either 16 or 17.
Who's that man you
I turn him around.
Hey, you take half damage and have more HP.
All right.
Yes.
WolfBurn, what you doing?
Is there, so, if possible, well, I would prefer to help out with the ritual.
Mm-hmm. If you want to, you
Yeah.
can wait. She's gonna start doing it after your turn.
Okay.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'm gonna take the aid action on whatever she's doing, basically.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. Love ya.
Okay. Let me just make a countdown here because there's a certain number of turns I said for this. All right. So she's going to start the ritual, and then she's actually going to be like, get out some notes of paper she had, start reading stuff off, and then she's going to be like, she's going to turn towards you and say, pick up that over there, as there's some kind of strange, kind of rusted metal sword.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
As she's speaking and whatever this is, you can see this kind of glow emanating more from it, as this almost blue glow begins to surround the green one, and you can see on the sword you're holding, little chips are beginning to fall off of the rust. All right, second turn. It will continue its assault on Karn.
Yay.
I
It
like
will
how
certainly not hit Karn.
It had advantage.
Oh, for, I guess,
Because I...
yeah.
Yeah.
Then it will hit you with both instead, with advantage.
Should have just been one more roll.
It had 2 attacks.
Right.
I
So
was
you
only
rolled
gets-
once and you said it missed me, so it should have been another roll.
Oh, I could take those just as both advantage. That's true. I could do that. All right, then yeah, only the one will hit you. Sure,
Yay.
we'll do that way.
Thank you. Since I was nice enough to remind you about your advantage.
You'll take 2 damage.
Ow.
Complete minimum that he could deal you right now.
And I will slash at him again with recklessly slash at him again.
If you want to search the things, do it tomorrow. Go check out your
Oh
daddy.
God.
Grammy won't be home.
Another 25-25.
Yeah, I
You
rolled
need just
19.
one more.
In the year 2525.
These things.
Good, look up. Quickly check out. Roll damage. You've hit, definitely.
We're 12.
Okay. I think Grammy's home. That's why she's screaming now in the background and not bothering me anymore. Okay, Craw.
Oh, I was supposed to go after WolfBurn, but yeah, because I'm not holding my turns anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because you held your action, not delayed your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, I really wish this guy would swing as recklessly as he does.
Yeah.
Couple more.
Okay, you'll do number 15 damage. The two of you down below continue the ritual. You begin to see, like, as the flakes are cracking off, you can see, like, there's almost this glow to the blade underneath it, Wolf.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna continue helping.
Okay. As you can see also across that kind of blue circle, strange runes now begin to appear.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
then I guess it would technically be Craw.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Woohoo!
Alright, got a couple hits in.
Another 13.
Alright. It's going to swing at your barbarian. Let's do with advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay. The same actual thing is a complete miss with the first two, and both would have hit anyway on the second one, so one hit.
Yay. Minimum?
No, you'll take 4 damage this time.
Ow. My soul.
He's chipping away at you slowly, but you can go
Reckless attack!
then.
Genius.
Not what mattered!
It did.
Although it was the first roll that really won, so...
Mhm.
For a whopping 8.
Okay. The ritual continues down below. It's almost like the last bits are falling away, revealing kind of like an almost glowing white blade right now. As you can see, like, also the hilt is almost changing on the sword in hand, too. Crawl, go ahead.
Punch, punch.
Okay, got some punches in.
Another 13.
Okay. Alright. He will go... 20. Alright. So he will hit you once again. Those are abysmal rolls.
Good, good.
5 damage this time. Okay, Karn, you're up.
You said 5?
Yes.
Ouch.
What health are you at?
19.
Oh, you're fine.
Recklessly attacking him again!
Yep,
That hits.
that hits.
Roll whopping 14.
All right. With this hit, you kind of slash into him, as you can kind of see like the mass begin to like kind of form shards across it, as then like for a second there it almost seems as like he's going to fall, and something like almost reawakens this to him as like the shards kind of regather. As you can hear this it's like, you know, you feel as though something broke, but it didn't stop him.
Great.
Mm-hmm. As
Knock his block off.
his body is just like starting to like really look like it's just barely being held together by some kind of supernatural force at this point, keeping him like actually alive.
Guys, any day now down there.
Working on it.
The blade seems fully realized.
Yay! Now what do I do with it?
She still doesn't seem to be done her part of whatever she's doing.
Okay.
Craw.
God dang it.
You actually got a strange feeling when that happened, as if something told you, like, 2 lives down, only 1 remains.
Right. You just have to kill it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right.
That's how many people it's killed, and that's how many...
Close.
No? Mm-hmm.
That's the amount of masks they found.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop, boop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you did not hit him. You kind of punch into his muscles, and, well, what's left of his muscles, they still are really like brick.
Well, damn.
Oops. Why did I go zooming up to the top? Okay. It continues its assault on Karn. Alright! It will hit, but it's certainly going to critically hit you, then.
Ow.
For only 5. Not a bad roll. Okay.
Shower, rinse, repeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. She's going to yell. Mary's going to yell now. Strike it.
Strike. Okay, I strike the gem.
Okay, make an attack roll. I mean, still have to. Like,
I yell, I have been.
On an inanimate object.
You have to beat it. Generally, you have to beat its AC. It's mostly just like hardness, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just roll. I don't know. Would it be a strength one? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay, so strength-based attack roll, a quarterstaff.
Okay.
15. Not bad.
Okay. Roll the same D8 that you would have done with versatile.
Oh, okay. That'd be the second one.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage.
Okay. You'll smash into it as cracks begin to form on over top of it. Okay.
That wasn't adding my strength for some reason.
Okay, let me know your strength. That will make a difference then.
Oh wait, no, it did. Derp.
Okay.
I don't have strength.
Ah.
I was mixing up my dex and strength there for a second.
Okay. Graw.
Well, I only got 1 trick in the book right now, and it's doing terrible. I increased my amount of rolls, and it doesn't work.
1 hit on Karn, as seemingly seems to be usual for these rolls. For 4. Karn.
Yes, 4. Ouch. I'm down to 10. And I'm still recklessly attacking it.
You are so lucky about this reckless.
And I fudge.
Okay. Wolf, another attack roll.
Yeah!
Yes! Critical.
For 9 damage.
Alright. You managed to finally, like, actually get a really good hit on it. It seems like you almost, like, smashed it completely with that, but it's still, like, sort of holding just by a little bit.
One more, I say.
Only one more. Okay, Crawl.
Well,
You get a good hit on him.
hey, I finally got another one. 8.
Okay. Okay.
Ouchies.
Alright, it will hit you twice this time.
Ouchies.
Oh.
For a total of 89.
No, I mean, it could have. But no, no, it wouldn't have done 89. Not nearly that bad. But you will take 8.
I'm still up.
Recklessly attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, one hit's gonna knock me down, so...
I like how the most versatile one out of all of us is just like, I'm gonna smash this thing!
God damn it, 8 damage.
Okay. Go, Wolf. It's still there.
Crap.
You're like, ha-ha! Oh. Crawl?
Seeing as how I didn't hear a chant of victory or anything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
You hear a clang on like...
On the stone floor, and you're like, crap.
What kind of weapon is he using?
Sword. Looks to be a
What
long
kind?
sword.
Well, I will be useless with that. I guess I'm just gonna, like, switch around in between him and Karn and go for a couple more punches. In fact, I'll hover in front of his face.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I miss.
Yeah.
Or I punch him in the ass and go, "Ah."
Alright, and he'll, I guess, swing for you then.
And I pretty much yell, go finish that thing.
Okay. What was your AC again?
17.
Okay, he will hit you once then.
He doesn't get advantage. I'm not Karn. I'm just saying.
No. So you'll take 5 damage when he hits you. As the battle axe kind of swings into you a little bit. Alright. Karn.
I'll step to the side and attack again.
Okay.
God damn it! Not the thing I wanted you to finish.
Well, we'll go for it.
I got in between you for a reason.
So you want me to run down and attack the Gemias?
Yeah, grab the sword and... You're the one with strength.
I'll be fine.
I'm coming down.
Okay.
I got in between, so if need be, I'll take the reaction hit.
I'll come down and attack and grab the
Will
sword.
you disengage then, Karn, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
You won't be able to attack then.
I wouldn't be able to get down there, probably picked up the sword and attack with it either.
Can I, like...
Can I?
Well, you can grab the
probably
sword.
in one turn.
Probably, as a bonus.
Yeah, I can grab it, but I
But
wouldn't be able to...
you could allow him to try this turn anyway. He might get lucky.
Yeah, so like I'll basically pass it off to you after as
Alright.
my manipulate object action, I guess.
Yes.
So you're allowed
Anyway.
to drop something for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, so make your one attack roll and prepare to give it to Karn. Alright.
And this is why I sit you down there.
Yeah. Craw!
Because of course, when I just need one more hit, I can't roll anymore.
Punchy punch.
Oh, you get him twice.
15.
Alright. Alright, he will try to strike you twice. Alright, he will hit you twice this time.
Why, when he has advantage, he misses half the time? I step up with 4 more AC, and it's like,
Look, if people on stream could see the like numbers of 1s, 2s, and 4s I was rolling against Joe with advantage, it was like crap. While my first attack against you was this attack against you was a 14 and a 16. Anyway, he will do you 18 damage.
I'm still up. You better
That
finish
seems
that.
too small. That seems too
Okay,
small.
well,
I can't watch it.
okay, Karn.
I recklessly attacked the gem
Do it!
because I can. Oh wait, I don't know what longsword is.
Just roll the attack.
It'll be a
Yeah,
strength.
It's a D8 basically.
It's the same
but
attack.
it's
It's the
in-
same
It's the same
attack.
attack for me, yeah,
Yeah,
sure. So I
you
can
are
just roll.
proficient in it, so it's the exact same attack. Alright, you will hit it! It'll be a D8 if you want to roll the damage, plus your strength.
Plus his
Alright,
rage.
Plus your rage, yes.
Oh wait, that's a D4. Ah, D6. You said right?
D8.
No, it's a D8.
I can think today. Ooh, 7 plus
Okay.
4
You
plus,
will
Plus 2.
You're gonna smash down into it as it cracks apart, shattering. This almost kind of like dark wave bursts out of there as this massive figure towering over you seems to like claw out of it, screaming directly at you, Karn, swearing some form of vengeance in a language you could not know. But then you can see it like the shadows begin to disintegrate away, and it screams something else out that no one understands, but the words fill your mind. Is I may be gone, but there will always be others.
Yay!
I'll use my carpenter tools on you.
Mm-hmm. As Crawl, you see the figure before
I
you.
used my reaction to
Yeah.
flip him the bird.
Yeah, Crawl. You see the figure like begin to like wheel back to like try to strike you again. As then you can see like all the places where you guys have been beating and wounding it seem to actually start taking effect. As its body begins to actually quite literally crumble into pieces. As it starts to like flay off into pieces, the weapon hits down. More cracks form across the mask as it sort of just starts to like flake away. As the body just sloshes off into this pile of like blood and gore, like kind of like just down at you. Kind of like stopping at your feet and kind of sloughing up to you in this like kind of horrible person soup as what he once was.
Well, I'm still hovering, so.
Yeah, so you're just like, woo.
That was an interesting sight. I'm guessing it worked.
Mary is lying on the ground, breathing
Can we
heavily.
just say, like, for the cinematic sake, can we say that like was like vibrating with energy as I was trying to hit it? So it
It
wasn't
was.
like,
I mean, it was actually like vibrating with like powerful
yeah,
energy.
that's why I was like, you know, hit once, hit twice, and then it's like, stop moving.
Yes. Well, no, it's like the energy field around it was like crackling electric like off to you, so as you tried to hit it, it like deflected the weapon back, we'll say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As like its own defenses try to like hold you back.
Because it was just like, I rolled too well before for it just to be miss on a third strike.
Mary's just kind of breathing heavily as her breath is actually slowly but surely stopping.
Like you mean like calming down, or
It seems different than that.
Mary's breath?
Dying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Medicine?
She just seems to be dying.
I'm going to kind of like sit
Is
her
there any
down
magic
or lay her down and be like,
affecting her?
"What's happened? What's happening?"
I used a ritual to invoke something higher for you. A power to save you. But I think I was not made for it. At least I can see some of the others so soon. Take that with you. It is the Fiend Slayer. It shall perhaps save you someday.
Thank you for what you have done.
She kind of nods for a second, and then stops
I-
breathing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Karn, you now have a magic sword, which has extra advantages against fiends.
Woo!
You have claimed Fiend Slayer. Unless you want to give it to WolfBurn. I mean, he was holding it for a while.
I don't have proficiency with long swords. I do not care.
Also, he is the one that pissed off fiends, too. I mean, technically.
Well, I mean, technically, we also pissed off a fiend.
Yes, but the thing that was in that gem was a Baylor Lord.
Oh God.
Yes.
yes, please, Joe.
It was the essence of a Baylor Lord in there.
Hey, it does as much damage as my hand axe or my javelin.
Except it's magic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Alright. So things will calm down and you'll be able to return to the manor where there is, like, 2 people left alive and Thomas. You know, I mean, you did manage to save Rick and...
Morty?
Rick. Actually, that's the only one you did manage to save. So it's Rick and Tom are back there with your goblin and your shade.
Can we rename Tom to Morty?
No. Rick, who's probably really traumatized now by everything that's happened about his one friend murdering 3 others of his... Well, 2 others of his friend, and then being incidental in killing the other. Fortunately, he didn't see any of the bodies as much as you guys did. So.
Tom, you get a new roommate.
Ooh, who can help clean up the cursed ruins? Where who knows?
And help him rebuild like parts of his house.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So you're ready to rest up and continue your journey, successfully having rid this place of the fiendish influence and the total horrible, 80s slasher fixed serial killer I gave you guys to fight.
Couple quick things.
Uh-huh.
One,
Uh-huh.
Thomas promised us a reward.
Yes, I will add it to your list of rewards that you have to remind me during the middle of the week in order to, like, roll them out.
Okay. And secondly, thanks for the RuneScape sword.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is that actually a reference or something?
In one of the earliest missions you can do in RuneScape is where you go to where a cult is summoning a demon, and you have this special sword that deals extra damage to demons, so you fight it and kill it with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? I mean, I played RuneScape when I was in, like, elementary school, so
I did not remember that
right?
until you said that. Actually, I did just decide to leave you guys the Fiend Slayer though, because
I do remember the haunted house though.
Because a magic sword's not bad, which it is at least, and next time I do choose to use fiends, which will probably be in quite a number of adventures, but still, it'll come in handy.
Yes.
Alright, but I think that's it for today. We finished up the adventure. We can sort of move our characters once again on to their next adventure on the way to, finally, after I don't know how long, reaching good old... Oh...
Few adventures.
Windfalls. Sorry. Reaching Windfalls. I blanked out there for a second, had to check my notes, because of course I blanked out. Yes, so reaching Windfalls after God knows how long you guys have been trying to get there from the first adventure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we gonna take our like because I mentioned I want to do some like retraining and stuff. Are we gonna do that before the next adventure?
I was going to have you have access to training in Windfall. And
Okay.
you are not quite going to... You currently haven't reached there, so it will be after you reach in Windfall in between adventures. Basically is when I'm going to have you retrain.
Okay.
So, you will reach Windfall in an adventure, and then you will be given the opportunity to retrain.
Got it.
Yep. Whether that's next time or not will entirely depend on the actions you take then. So, why don't we give some people give shout-outs of themselves and stuff. Why don't we start, we go kind of clockwise here. We'll start with WolfBurn / Wyrm.
Yes, I am Diamond Wyrm. You can find me at twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm. I stream normally Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. I will not be streaming this Saturday, however, because I have some other plans that but I will be doing an extra stream tomorrow for Halloween, where I will be playing Outlast.
Cool.
And otherwise, you can find me at Twitter at Diamond Wyrm. And if you
good luck on Outlast. That's all I'm going to say about that one there.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because I did a poll to like see what I should play, and everyone voted for Outlast. And then I started talking to people, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like, uh-oh.
if you haven't played or countered it at all.
I haven't, and I've never played a horror game before.
And it's the scariest one.
Mm-hmm.
And you better play with like lights at least.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna like turn off all these lights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be playing it in the dark. Okay. Don't worry.
Tiv,
honestly, join me. It'll be you'll get to watch me like. I'm just gonna hate myself probably, and it'll be great.
Like little tiny baby man.
I'm kind of tempted to show up depending on the timing. If I have the timing.
Honestly, say like 5 PST, which is 8 time. So
cool.
That's when it's starting.
Okay. Tiv.
I'm Tiv Tavalik. Stream occasionally. The Twitter that I'm not really active on, and I show up here every week.
Yeah.
Woo. Go non-active Twitter man.
Yep. Joe / Karn.
Non-active Twitter man.
Also, yeah.
I've tweeted once.
Yep.
I just promote Matt. So see everyone again this Saturday. We may be continuing adventures or Sunday Treasures of Lost Legion.
Sunday, Treasure Lost Legion is up in the air at the moment, just because I am talking to a few people, but I haven't gotten any information whether they are exactly joining or not. It's sort of been negotiating to see if someone will be willing to join a full-time game, which is not as easy as, pop in and out games.
Right, and then I'll see everyone Saturday also for
Discussing Tabletop.
Discussing Tabletop. And don't forget, PAX is coming up. I have my badge. Yay!
Information for there, yeah.
Yes, PAX Unplugged. So check out the schedule. Let us know if there's anything you want us to report on. We'll be happy to.
Yeah, 2 of us will be there definitely to check it out. So, all right, cool. And for myself, of course, I am the illustrious GM, Tentus Dracovin. You can check me out here most days during the week, actually, at this point in time. I pretty much stream every day now, a little bit of something, from video games to D&D to discussion shows to showing off magic decks at this point in time. So, and I got a lot of content up on YouTube. I do have the Discord, which is set up, so if you want to join my Discord, it's there. And of course, if you want to support, you can always do things like subscribe here, which the new emote is actually approved finally. So I've got all 3 emotes up. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my failure one now also, which I will use right now, which I didn't have a chance to roll a really good one and use it.
Sure you did. Why are you attacking us?
While attacking you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was rolling with advantage, so the ones were always ignored, you know? There were a bunch of them in there, but it was just like a 1 or a 3. I guess the 3 is what it's not hitting you with. Oops. Anyway, so yes, I'll probably be back on tomorrow early on for Gathering the Roll, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try for. That's my time I try to normally do. 11 or 12. I can't remember what I did last week because I'm forgetful. I'll try to keep it the normal time each week when I finally get that idea of when that is. Anyway, so yes, a lot of stuff. Support all of us if you want to. Definitely follow the 3 of us here on Twitch if you want to check us out and, see Joe and us together. So, all right, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for enjoying the show. I hope you have a great time, and we'll hopefully see you all here next week. So goodbye.
Bye.